everyone on some level knows each other. So
Yeah.
let's say, for example,
Small city.
you are a hoe in general, right? You're doing your thing, going on Miami. People are gonna find out. So let's say I wife up that hoe. Everyone already had their turn with her, and as a result, guess what? Now I'm the livestock because everyone's like, oh yeah, she was here, she was here, she was here, but now she's your girl. So that right there for the guy is terrible because now
Then you're a beta if you can't fucking back up your woman.
I kind of agree with her.
But hold on. Remember earlier you said it shouldn't matter about her past.
It shouldn't.
So then who's wrong there? Because guess what? She needs love too, right?
She does.
So
she needs love from her man. Her man should be the one supporting her when everyone is tirando muela. You should be the one to be like, yo, like, I accept you. Obviously, I accept you because I'm with you. Fuck that shit. Like, fuck all that noise. It should not matter.
How would you feel if every girl you know fucked your man?
She'd be proud, right?
And laughed at you when you walked in the room.
I don't think she would care.
No.
It would
suck.
It would suck, but that's B story. You know what I'm saying? That's not.
So I'm curious to you. Like, why do you think that matters? Say you're at a party and then everybody fucked. Like, what is the reason that would? Like, so why would you stop?
If you're a man status, right? Like, you have a reputation, you have a status that you want to maintain. If your girl's out there doing random shit from the past, it can come up to haunt you and her because you've not taken her seriously. And for example, let's say, right, you know me, Myron, you know Chris behind the camera as well, and your girl was with us, and we saw you walking with her, bro. We're gonna laugh at you. It's like,
yeah, but like, shouldn't your love with your girl matter more than the opinions of?
And maybe it's that they're just jealous that they couldn't fucking hit your girl, bro.
This is
like
just one example. I'm just saying, like, that one example right there is kind of like, okay, my reputation as a guy, you could say high value man, is in tarnish because that point, like, how to put this? If you're with that girl and people can see that, you don't look like a laughing stock.
At that point, you are more concerned
if you're worse than the other guys. But
you're
like,
concerned.
A guy like Kanye wiped up Kim for 8 years and wasn't really a laughing stock because he thinks he's better than the other guys that she was with. That he doesn't really think of the other guys as competition.
He fucked up, bro. We can say no with
But at that point, you are more concerned about your homie's opinions than the welfare of your woman.
Yes, your woman's opinion should matter more than random guys.
Than your homies, bro. Period.
I mean, they're hot value homies, and it's many girls, man. Gotta say,
to
man.
be honest, there's too many girls that are not holes you could find.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm just saying, in probabilities and generalities, if I find a girl that's not a hoe, it's better for me. If she's a hoe, hey, you never know.
And that's valid.
Who she was with that could like mess up my business relationships or even my, further future. So you never know.
So do you think body count is more important to you than chemistry?
Guys, I know you think all those puzzle ads are fake, but today I finally found the game. Ebony.
Honestly, I would say body count doesn't override chemistry. However, it can definitely be I want to say
deciding factor,
a bad thing for you in the future. So yes, you could wait. I'll say chemistry is there, but it can come out to bite you in the ass. It definitely can.
Don't you think hoes fuck better though?
Dude, yes. I love hoes. I'm just saying, like if I was gonna be like legit long term, bro, like, hey man, I'm gonna go to Colombia. No one knows those goes over there for the most part.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. So.
Yeah. So okay. So you're saying it shouldn't matter, right? Like a girl's past shouldn't matter to the guy.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So how about this? Let's say, hypothetically, me and you were dating, right? Let's go into a dream world, right? Right. And we've been seeing each other for a bit, right? Not too much, but we've been seeing each other, on and off for a while. And, I tell you, hey, you're like my main chick. We talk about potentially building a life together.
Right.
You help me out with my business. You're like my chick, right? Kind of. And you were there and helped me build my business, make more money. We maybe took a trip together, and I'm like, telling you about, oh yeah, let's have kids in the future, all this other shit. And then, one day you find out I'm talking to this really bad 21-year-old that I just met like 2 weeks ago, and I'm telling her, yo, like, I definitely want to build a family with you. I want to take you serious and stuff like that. I'm seeing this other chick potentially, but I like you more. How would that make you feel finding that out?
I feel sad for you because if you're willing to throw away something good for some pussy, bro, that's your loss. And I'm gonna find someone. You know what I'm saying? It's just your loss.
How would you feel though? Like, would it
hurt.
piss you off?
I would feel hurt. I would feel hurt, and I would be like, damn, like it's like I thought we had something good. I truly thought we had something good, and here you go, throw it all away for some.
I think this is all possessive.
So,
thinking.
well, here's the thing. No, it's not possessive thinking. It's because here's the thing. What you just described, that like sense of betrayal, that's exactly how men feel about women that have high body counts. Because you, in that scenario, were paying the full price. You were helping me out.
But it's not. But it's not a body count.
Can I finish? I'm going to explain. That same level that that betrayal you felt, right? Because you invested time in dealing with me, helping me out, helped me while I was down, and I told you I'm going to give you the security of a serious relationship and children
in the future.
But I lied. And what am I doing? I'm going to go ahead and give that security and future to a girl that hasn't done half the things you've done.
Okay.
So let's reverse it. If I'm a man and I'm in a relationship with you and I marry you or take you seriously, I'm paying full price now for a woman that fucked a bunch of other dudes that didn't pay full price. Do you see where we're coming from?
You picked her.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, though. I can use the same situation with you about you picked me. That's what I'm trying to say is that women don't understand that for us, from the male perspective, we don't want to go ahead and pay full price for something that other people got for free or little to nothing. Because I don't want to walk into a room. That's the scenario he was explaining to you. And people laugh at me saying, this dude wifed her up. I got it for free. In other words, if your friend gets a Gucci bag half off and you pay full price for it, she's going to tell you, oh, girl, why'd you overpay for that? I got a coupon and I was able to get it 50% off. It's going to make you feel some type of way. You're going to feel duped, betrayed, stupid. That's how men feel when they're with a girl that has a high body count and they're paying full price and giving her the title of girlfriend and or wife. Do you see where I'm coming from?
I guess that's true. You can only see a woman for her pussy.
Yeah. What about like the connection that you have with her? What about like your actual emotions that you might have towards her?
And this is also the difference. Like you're talking about a woman's sexual past, right? And you feeling some type of way as a man, and your homies being like, "Oh, she got so many bodies that are, everybody, like fucked her." Okay, fine, understandable. But the scenario you're painting right now is that if you and I are building a future, and we have built something from the ground up, and you leave to give that to somebody else, that's in the future. Like that, it's just completely different. It's not the same. Past affecting the future. It's literally the future affecting the future.
But here's the problem. Your thinking is a little bit flawed, no disrespect, because you're assuming men and women are equal. And you said it earlier, hey, we should be 50-50. But what I'm trying to say is that men and women are not equal. We're very different. Women are concerned with a man's future. Men are concerned with a woman's past. That's the difference.
What matters? The future. We go forward, we don't go backwards.
But that's what, yeah, that's
men
for
lead
you.
to the future. Women don't lead a man to the future.
There you go.
Ever.
What?
Like it doesn't happen. A woman doesn't lead a relationship. That's not a happy relationship.
Why not?
Where are you gonna lead me?
Is it ethical to take free money from the government? A lot of small businesses are grappling with this question as they learn about the ERC program.
I mean, hold on. We don't even have to go. We don't even have to. We don't even have to do that. Like, because ladies, literally, I asked you, literally, like 10 minutes ago. I asked you, would you date me if I lived with my mom and I was a bum and I like the future would be shaky? All of you pretty much were like, no. You said, hey, I've done it before, but it didn't work out. So it's very obvious that not only would you not want to do it, but it doesn't work because you understand, right, from a biological hardwiring sense that men are supposed to lead and women are supposed to follow. So that contradicts your 50-50.
It's not even that. I just want you to have ambition so we can move forward.
Again, that's because you're looking towards the future.
Correct.
Yeah. That is a woman's prerogative, is to look at the future. A man's prerogative, because we have to create no matter what. It don't matter.
A man is already looking at the
future. Already looking at the future, or supposed to be looking at the future. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that we're already looking at the future. So we're more designed to make sure that the future that we share isn't with someone that doesn't have an appropriate past. Do you understand? Because we're not the same.
A destructive past, for sure.
Yeah. What do you mean a destructive?
Like something that's going to hinder you in the future.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, like a woman.
Body count should not be one of
a woman that hasn't exercised any type of discipline in her past no longer qualifies for a man who has disciplined himself in his past to create a bright future.
What about men who don't exercise discipline as far as gambling or addiction and this and that and the other? What about that? It's not just about body count.
Well, society punishes them for that.
Society punishes women too, bro.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
How many? No, it's celebrated now.
It's celebrated.
What you mean?
You all said 90% of women have their hoe phase. Like it's so normal and accepted now.
Yeah, but men do the same thing.
Yeah, but it takes skill to do that. It takes a man can't just decide to be in a hoe phase. You need to do shit.
But what are you talking about? Do shit.
You need to have a life. You can't just show up and have a hoe phase.
But the thing is, okay, can I say one thing? As women enter their hoe phase, we are very conscious of the fact that we are now fucking up our future husband potential or our future whatever
So
prospects.
you're aware it's destructive?
Yes, we're aware of it. So that's what I'm
I don't
saying
think
when
a lot
I
of girls
say
are aware of
I don't
that.
think so.
No, I don't think so.
At all.
You're
Really?
30 and you have a
They just
house, so
live
you
life.
think about
Yeah,
that.
live.
Most girls
Look
don't
at
think
that.
You're
about
saying this now, 2020 hindsight, because
Yeah.
you're 30 now.
now.
And your 21-year-old self, you
didn't
probably
care.
said, YOLO, fuck
Hell
this shit.
no.
Yeah.
well,
And your friend is married too, right?
Party.
are my friends married?
No.
Wait,
The girl you told me about. The girl said that she was married. She was in the whole phase, and her husband doesn't know.
Right.
She's married, right?
Yes, she's married.
Okay, so
So I mean, all I'm simply saying is that, like, a man has to be able to earn his whole phase.
Right.
You just get it.
Yeah.
The things that make a man
Well, no,
attractive.
it's not that we get it. It's thrown at us constantly.
That's the point.
Like,
That's the point.
it's called
So yeah,
dicks.
you're agreeing.
So
Yeah.
yes, but it's not like I'm seeking it out. It's like
You seek it out
that's
by
why,
opening your
No,
legs.
that's why I said it's like, and I know I'm gonna sound like an idiot for this, and I'm gonna take the heat for it. That's why I said it's an accidental hoe phase. Sometimes you didn't want it to be a hoe phase. It just happened. Like,
so do you admit that's dumb?
yes, I admit
Okay,
it's
so
dumb,
you-
but
so
I
you're
think it's
calling it-
real.
So you're saying a lot of girls are dumb?
Yes, we are
Okay.
deluding
All right, fine,
ourselves
fine, fine. That's
that we're deluding ourselves into thinking that hooking up with a guy repeatedly or whatever is maybe going to lead to something else. And also we're told that we should have like a roster of men that, build your roster, da da da. To be honest, I can't have a roster anymore. Like, it makes me physically ill to think about building a new roster.
But whose fault is that though?
Maybe it's mine, but we're told
It
to
is.
but we're told to like have a roster.
Who tells you that? I've never fucking heard a girl have a roster.
Everyone tells you that.
Who?
Every like modern dating guru.
All right, let's use Claudia's logic. It's 1985. All right, I'm in New York. I'm selling that crack cocaine, baby. Making a lot of money.
in the BX.
Because all my homies, they were selling some crack cocaine
Is
too.
that Byron?
You know what I'm saying?
With Tim's.
Hey, man, it's my environment, bro. We're out here. We got to get it because, we got to make this fucking money, bro. Because I'll tell you this, there ain't no other way to get it. It's 1985. I think Reagan's in office. The drug laws are kind of strict, but who gives a fuck? I'm gonna do it, man. I got to get it. I'm from the hood. I'm suck at rapping,
New York.
and I don't want to get a regular job. So I sell the drugs. Yeah. Yeah. Right? So I sell the dope. Next thing you know, 2 years later, and I get arrested. Catch me with 20
Jump out
keys
the
of
window.
cocaine that I was going to use and turn into cocaine, into crack. And the fucking agent walks in.
Or even flashbacks?
She's like, oh, shit.
She's like,
War flashbacks.
So they bring me over to the field office. Agent sits me down. Myron,
oh my god.
we got your debt to rights. 20 kilos of coke. A bunch of pans and pots. Baking soda.
Nah, you had to
We
fly
got
out the
you.
window. Like,
Okay,
Well, I'm
take
caught
the
at this
soda.
So I'm caught, right? You're going to do a lot of time. You need to talk right now. And I go ahead and say, but wait, hold on. You got to understand, man. I'm a product of my environment, bro. Like, they raised me to sell these drugs, man. Like, you got to understand, bro. It ain't my fault, son. I know I sold the drugs. I know it was illegal, but it don't matter because my environment told me to do it. You know what the agent going to look at me and say? He's going to be like, stupid. And I'm going to go to jail for fucking 20 years. Because it doesn't matter how you were raised or being a product of your environment, etc. You're a human being of free will and choice. So if you make bad decisions, you can't sit there and point at the society. Oh, it's not my fault. Society told me to do this. No. So it's like if we punish criminals, right, and put them in jail for long periods of time for committing crimes because society told them to do it, or music told them to do it, or their cousin told them they should sell drugs, that would make no sense. So women can't sit there and say, society told me to be a hoe. No. If you decide to be a hoe, you got to come with the consequences that come with that. And a lot of guys aren't going to take you seriously. And I think women just need to understand and accept that and have a little bit of accountability that decisions that you make now might come back to haunt you later.
As Spider-Man's uncle once said,
great power
comes great responsibility.
Yeah. So
Speaking of responsibility.
So with your logic, like you'd be doing 20 years in federal prison. You have anything to say?
Well, I don't know where to start. It's not taking accountability. It's not that society told you to be a hoe. That's not my point. My point is that a lot of men already, especially when you're in your 20s and you're dating men in their 20s, are not looking for anything serious already. So if you are dumb enough to think you can change a man's mind, that they actually will then, once they're fucking with you long enough, they'll want to be with you, which I have been many times.
Who are you
It's
blaming?
my fault, but I'm saying a lot of women have
So you're agreeing
phases
with
like
Myron.
this.
You're agreeing with him.
Sure. But my point is that women go through hoe phases that are not intentional.
She wants us to feel sorry for the girls that do it.
We
and
don't feel sorry.
No, I don't want you to feel sorry. I'm just trying to explain another side because I feel like it's so black and white.
We know that girls can be dumb, but like it's not.
So she's saying basically, girls go through this phase and it just falls on them. It just happens, right? However, we're just saying, look, even though it just happens, it's take responsibility for it because it's your actions.
Yeah, the lack of accountability, self-awareness, and because if I took a girl out on several dates and she, I took her to Salt Bay, then I bought her a bag, and then I took her on trips and everything else like that, and she don't fuck me, and then next thing I do, I text her, hey, you want to hang out? She fucking ghosts me. If I were to go to Instagram and complain, man, I spent all this money on this chick and she didn't want to fuck. You know what's gonna happen?
She finessed me.
Everybody gonna look at me like, you fucking dummy, stupid, and they're gonna ridicule me for not being intelligent enough to understand that I gave away my primary resource away for nothing.
For free.
Same thing with women. If you're gonna go out and fuck dudes, right, that aren't necessarily giving you what you're looking for, some kind of commitment or security, whatever, you can't come back and complain on Instagram or Twitter or whatever it may be, which a lot of girls do, by the way, or TikTok. And expect a whole bunch of sympathy. But the thing is this is going to sound terrible, and I'm going to say it. The reason why is because women live in an echo chamber of delusion. What they'll do is they'll get fucked over by a guy, complain about it. All the other girls, oh my God, girl, it's okay. And they'll pat him on the back, reinforce their bad decisions.
TikTok.
Right? And this is why so many women are allergic to the word accountability, because they're not used to a girl telling them, yo, you're just a dumb bitch. You shouldn't have done that shit. But if a man fucks up like that, spends a bunch of money and does all this fuck shit and tricks on a chick, you don't get no box. We're going to roast that nigga for years.
Yep.
For years.
Women, same thing. It's, oh my God, he's such an asshole. What
No, but you guys are forgetting one very critical component.
Sure.
So, okay. Number one, a lot of men who will sleep with you repeatedly kind of treat you like a girlfriend, even though they've actively said they don't want to really
for it, because that's what we want. We want quick pussy without any commitment. And if you're giving it to us, then it's your fault.
This is a theory that I have. I think a lot of men who do that specifically almost seek out, can I say high value women on this show? You guys probably don't even think that exists, but
it doesn't. No. But you can say it.
Girls, so say girls with like a low body count, good girls who have good jobs, who, have their shit together. Men seek out those women almost to manipulate because those women seem safer. Like they know that those women aren't outside every night. Sure, but that's manipulation.
That's the game.
Hi, I'm Will from Zager LLC. If you use Steam, the PC.
Okay, but
you're manipulating us when you take us on 7 dates and it's the game.
Okay, so girls, then I am allowed to go on TikTok and complain because I was manipulated.
No, you weren't. Do guys ever get to complain about bitches like fucking?
Yes.
No,
but you guys look corny when you do it on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. You when you do it, it's righteous. It's woman empowerment. We look goofy
because TikTok is for girls.
It's not just TikTok. It's
social media.
Society.
I don't know.
Speaking of society,
it's just in general. Oh, a shout out to our boy Black Gamer, $500 super chat. There's nothing more ironic than calling the 304 phase a phase. I know. The thing is, all I'm simply saying, Claudia, is that when women make mistakes when it comes to sexual selection, there's always someone there to coddle them for their bad decisions, and we reinforce it and almost to a degree pedestalize it. But when men do dumb shit, we roast them, we make fun of them, and by having a kind of a institution of shame and ridicule, guys do not go to TikTok to cry and complain about girls that finesse them because you're gonna get roasted and you're gonna get shamed. So like reality,
it's a double standard.
Reality, it's a double standard, but it's a double standard that actually hurts you guys long term, because with men, our bad decisions are negatively reinforced by reality. However, a woman's bad decisions are not negatively reinforced by reality, because you guys are always gonna have the sister Uber Alice, as we will call it, to coddle y'all from your poor decisions. And all I'm saying is that if a woman, right, doesn't want to accept a man that doesn't have a future, a man should be within his right to not want to accept a girl that has a shitty past. But if I were to say that, that's considered misogynistic, toxic, fucked up, sexist, whatever other shame language. I'm just saying, like, if you make bad decisions in your past, you can't sit there and try to get with a guy that made good decisions in his past that plans on having a good future.
But that's also just because, like, honestly, like, people can't think for themselves. So like when you guys carry an environment like this where you talk about it and you're like, if you can do this, I am in my rights to do this. And that's totally valid, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it is unfortunate that we live in a world where people can be like, yeah, fuck you because you didn't want to do this and you said that. And it's like, why can't we talk about these things? Like, why can't we like just share ideas, you know, on the matter. And that's why people are so quick to be, oh, she, you know, he doesn't want her because she's a hoe. Like, you're not talking about it. Like, she doesn't